you're a gym bro coach selling a crypto course, don't watch this because then you're going to get in trouble, because this is too much of a lethal system. You're going to make too much money with this, and people are actually going to start to think that you're a real entrepreneur. Okay, so don't use this system if you're one of those people. But if you are selling a legitimate thing and you want to grow on YouTube and get a amazing acquisition system installed, this is the video for you, because I've analyzed the top 25 organic YouTubers systems that is generating cash. And I broke it down into 6 steps to create it for yourself. All right, these are all the people. More people that I've also analyzed, but these are some of the top people. And what we're going to be going over is, number 1, the secret and the lie you've been told about this info product space and when it comes to content. Okay, so gym bros, listen up. You're going to print cash when I release the secret to you. And then the second thing here, we have the top 25 creators content funnel breakdown. So what they are doing on YouTube, what content are they producing in order to get a whole bunch of money at the end of this system here. And then the simple funnel, right? That we were just talking about content. Then we're going to talk about the funnel. And you guys are going to want to stick around for this, because I'm going to give you the exact funnel that these people are using to print, including myself. After that, we're going to get into the sales breakdown. Another thing that nobody is talking about. And believe me, gym bros, gym coaches, you're going to be able to make a whole bunch of money. Use this with discretion, because this might get you in trouble and people might actually start to think that you're a legitimate business. And once again, this is the exact system I've installed for myself and others. Okay, this is what we made in the last month just on YouTube here. All right, we're just counting YouTube. And if we go over to my Stripe, I'm going to show you it's legit here. Okay, this is all legit. So what we're taking is these top 25 YouTubers' entire acquisition system, and we're implementing it into people in my creator founder group. So we're doing it on the low ticket, right? We just grew somebody to $8,000 MMR, and then we also sold him an upsell to $28,000. This exact system that YouTubers are using. Thomas and Ryan made $4K a month within 1 week. They're actually at $8,000 a month, and they did that within 4 weeks. Okay, Malvi here made 6K in 6 days, selling out their workshop, and Edmund made 2K in 3 days. Dallas made 8K within 3 weeks. Actually, this is wrong. He made 16K at the time I took the screenshot. He sold 2 more people, I believe. And then I've used it for Leverage Editor. Okay, actually, the way I grew Leverage Editor initially was from my YouTube channel. If you guys know me there. If you want what I'm about to be talking about, go ahead, check out that link in the description if you want to save yourself a whole bunch of time, have this implemented into your business right away so you could start printing some cash. If not, no worries. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this in the video. All right, so let's get over to number 1 here. The secret and the lie you've been told about the info product space, okay? And what that is that most of these creators are actually making most of their money from YouTube. And I'm going to be explaining why. All right, even somebody like Dan Coe here, right? Everybody thinks he's the Twitter god, right? He makes all his money through Twitter and emails, okay? But it all starts with YouTube for him. That's how he's making a lot of money. All these people make most of their money. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming so just by looking at the market, studying the numbers, probably most of their sales are coming from YouTube. Okay, 50 to 80% of their sales and revenue come from YouTube. And I'm going to be explaining why. But first, you just need to know that YouTube can be the great replacer. All right, if you're lost between posting on multiple platforms, YouTube can replace all that. All right, everybody, here's the freaking problem, right? To print money, you think you have to be on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and running emails, right? To absolutely print. And it seems like that's what all these guys are doing. I'm not saying like don't be on all those things, but if you want a simple system to just get to 10K a month, honestly, this is very conservative. But if you want a simple system to get to 10K a month, all you need is YouTube. It can replace a lead magnet. It can replace Twitter, can replace Instagram, LinkedIn, and email. Now, if you want to add email on top of that, that's how you begin to really scale. And with time, you'll also just scale through YouTube. But once again, it could be the great replacer. And the reason why is because the buyer's decision becomes way easier. Okay. When somebody watches a YouTube video, more trust, more authority, more leadership, more respect, and more love is developed through a YouTube video. All right. And it's because of this as well. The longer the video is, The more intentional people that you get, which equals higher quality people and which equals your dream clients. Okay? There's a statistic out there. If you get someone to watch 7 hours of your content and they book a call, or, if you're selling a low ticket and they go to check out, they're not going to abandon that cart. If they're on the book call, don't quote me on this, but it's pretty much 100% guaranteed that they're going to sell. All right. What we're seeing on our end, implementing these top creator systems, their YouTube system, we're seeing pretty much paid in fulls and a 70% close rate. That is legit. I'm not lying about that. Okay. And it's really because you're avoiding the dopamine monkey brains and attracting higher quality people with the intentions of fixing their problems. All right. So this is the pain bridge that people need to go through in order to go to the next step of your funnel and booking calls or purchasing your course. Okay. This is the pain bridge. And there are so many steps that people need to go through in order to want to alleviate their pain. And there's more value being provided per minute on YouTube than there is at IG Reel, okay? Or Twitter. Because on IG Reels and Twitter, a lot of your time is just trying to make the video go viral, okay? Because you need to get your face pushed out there. On YouTube, all your time should just be providing the most value you can, because people are on YouTube watching with intention and not freaking scrolling and forgetting about you 10 seconds after they just saw your video, okay? And it makes it easier to capture this person, because when you get them out of this depth of pain, out of this hole of pain, you set that ladder for them in the YouTube video, more of this is developed, okay? More of that is developed in an IG Reel. Okay, and if we go back to that 7-hour rule, on Instagram, you have to have over 400 videos posted for somebody to watch 7 hours of your content. Think about that. I have 80,000 followers and I only have 200 videos posted. And the chances of all those videos getting pushed out to all my followers is basically zero, okay? On YouTube, you only need, like 7-hour-long videos or 14 30-minute videos to get close to that number. Yeah, like the chances of somebody actually watching 7 hours with only like 14 videos is pretty slim, but you're getting closer to that metric there because people are watching with intention. They're going to stick around a lot longer, which all of this is developed. And by the time they're hopping on sales calls, they're already sold. So this is what the top YouTubers know, or this is what the top info product people know. They know YouTube is the method here. And there's other things I'm not even talking about, like the fact that when you build on YouTube, once again, more of this stuff is developed, which leads into more of a community, more fans. When you then move over to other platforms, everything you do starts to perform well because you built that brand, you built that reputation on YouTube. Because once again, you're fixing the depth of pain that these people have with longer form content. Okay. Unlike Instagram, right? Sometimes when I post on Twitter, it almost feels like people don't even know I have 80,000 followers on Instagram. But when you see people crushing it with YouTube and they move over to Instagram, they're already doing well. They don't have to hack Instagram and grow it. It just grows organically from it. Like you see it all the time. Some of the top creators only stick to YouTube, and on Instagram, they have a bunch of followers, but they don't even have a single post. Okay. It's because way more of a brand is being developed on YouTube. All of this stuff, which is the most beautiful thing about YouTube here, is you not needing tens of thousands of views to attract your dream clients who will pay for your service or your product in full, because all you really need is 4,000 views per month to get to 10K a month. That's all you really need. And it's because this is developed. And one more thing that I forgot to mention is that YouTube, in my opinion, probably has the most information on who your ideal customer profile is. Okay. They know exactly who to place the video in front of if you make the right content. Okay. So YouTube knows it just by the way the home screen is set up. And with that happening, they're able to read your video and everything that you're talking about and place it in front of the perfect person for that video. And with that person watching the video with more intention, you're solving more of their pains, providing more value. They're going to be a higher quality person, and they're going to be a dream client. All right. So that's the beautiful thing. So YouTube is the most asymmetrical way to scale your business to 6 to 7 figures. Unlike Instagram, unlike Twitter, this is what that looks like. You're just gradually scaling here. Maybe it goes up like that, but YouTube is basically like this because you're also putting in a low amount of time with less effort, which gets a bigger result for all the reasons explained above. And the myth here is that people think that YouTube takes extremely long time. Well, if you can master kind of content I'm making or the kind of content that I'm going to show you that other creators are making, you only need to put 1 to 4 hours a week to generate 4,000 views per month, which will equal $10,000 a month. Okay. So low time commitment, less effort, bigger result. Beautiful thing. So this is what the top creators have all developed in order to keep this as a running system. And I use it for myself as well, because this is their 1 to 3 hour a week system, which equals 1 to 2 YouTube videos a week and generates well over $10,000 a month. And it's the ideation system, a thumbnail system, a scripting system, and a book call system. Okay. And they've figured out how to automate, delegate, and have this as a repeatable process where it becomes more and more efficient and more value over time. Okay, so this right here, if you want this really installed into your business, once again, just check out the link in the description. You don't have to if you don't want to, but all good. All right, so now let's get into the content funnel breakdown. It's the game that all the top creators that are playing on YouTube, which is the market attention to landing page conversions. That's all the game. That's the only game that they're playing, right? They have the market at the top. YouTube is the content that starts to capture that market. And the whole goal is to get more people to the landing page. And they have all these people here have a beautiful content system, the pillars that they have in order to get to landing page conversions. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be looking at here is their ideation system. All right, how do you create 30 plus viral ideas without sacrificing views? This is what all these people have mastered to the T, because without the idea, there's no point in pursuing the piece of content. Ideas are like gold in today's society. All right, and you have to be able to filter out all these rocks here, right? This is information, all these information rocks. Consider these rocks just like basic or bad information or bad ideas. And you have to find the gold at the bottom of the information. And then once you present that to your ICP, to your market, you're going to win. Okay. And that's what all of these people have understood, that the idea is the most important thing. So if you have a good video idea, you can make magic internet money. So what you need to do here is master the awareness levels. And all the YouTubers understand this. I'm going to explain why by showing you their videos soon. But first is we have unaware. People who are not aware of their desires or need to solve a problem. Then we have problem aware. They know that they have a problem to be solved, but aren't aware of any solutions. Okay. So somebody might know that they're super fat. Okay. Right. And they need to cut down their fat, but they're not aware of any course or program out there. Okay. The next step is solution aware. They know there is a solution to their problem, but they're unaware that you have that solution. So there might be, somebody fat. Once again, they know that there's solutions like a workout program and having a diet, right, to get them to their dream state, but they're unaware that you might have the best workout program or you might have the best diet for a particular group of people. Okay. And then we have product aware. They know that you and your product exist, but aren't sure what it does. Alleviate their pain/problem. Most aware. They know that you have a product and what it does, and they need a little extra to get over the edge of purchasing. Okay, so all these top YouTubers have designed all their content around this, mainly these from problem aware to most aware. Okay, they have the right pillars in place to bring people through this process to then going on to the landing page. Because remember, that's the game that they're playing. Views to landing page conversions. Okay, and the top creators spend their time conjuring ideas to bring people through this process to go on the landing page and then to eventually convert. Okay, so the landing page is really the most aware situation, but you can create content that makes them most aware. Okay, So if we look at some content here, we have problem aware. Once again, they know that they have a problem but aren't aware of their solutions. And then we have solution aware. So for somebody like Cardinal Mason, this is stuff like, this mindset made me a millionaire at 24, do this today. Okay. Or how to make $10,000 a month as a copywriter. These are all speaking to people who are problem aware and solution aware, which is getting rich through, at least Cardinal Mason, getting rich through copywriting. Or somebody like Charlie Morgan, the alchemy of $10,000 a month. Okay. His ICP is someone who's making $20,000 plus a month. So why is he making videos where he's talking about only making $10,000 a month when those people who would be watching that video aren't actually qualify for his program? His program's like $9,000, I believe. Okay, so why is he even making that content? Well, first off, he's bringing in people who are problem aware. Then with more and more content, he turns them into solution aware. Okay, same thing with Eddie Cumberbatch here, right? The smartest path to $10,000 a month. So taking somebody from 0 to 10K, right? They have a problem. They're not making any money, and he's bringing them to their first $10,000 a month. All right, so then we get into also product aware. They know that a product that you have exists, but aren't sure that it will alleviate their pain. And also most aware, they need a little bit of an extra step to get over and actually booking a call or purchasing your course. Okay, so these are things that look like Alex Hormozi's new business model is going to make you rich, right? And he explains the entire model, which is his product, right? Speaking to people who are product aware. Same thing with Dan Coe. Make your first 1,060 days. So Dan Coe is not selling anything, crazy like make 100K a month. He's actually bringing you through an entire guide that will either turn you from a problem aware into a most aware person. Charlie Morgan, how I got 2,000 plus clients and made 20 million. Okay, once again, he's showing you his entire system. Alex Hormozi, how I managed 500 plus employees. So this is a little bit more niche and actually showing you the systems. Okay, what is the product that he's trying to sell you at the end of the day? Charlie Morgan, another one here. Okay, so first thing you need to do is understand awareness levels, because that is what all these top creators have mastered. Okay, and then you have to also understand what your market finds value. Okay, you need to know who your ICP is. The top creators know this. And then you need to know what information that they find value that you need to present that's going to alleviate their pains and solve their problems. Okay, so understanding your ideal customer profile allows you to put the right value in front of the market that will alleviate their pain and solve their problems. And understanding the awarenesses takes them to the next step. Okay, so think about this. Like if you find the winning ideas, right, think of them as, once again, gold that's going to weigh down this scale. So when the scale goes down, the more value you provide to the market, with heavier ideas. And sometimes you present bad ideas that are actually negative. You're presenting like, a dirt ball that's kind of like a rock and that it weighs less. But think about it as like a negative type thing, which makes the scale go back up and you're not providing enough value to the market. All right. So understanding this process here allows you to put more gold on that scale, which increases the value and allows people to be converted in. So it's all about winning ideas. And the top creators, I can tell you this right now, understand this principle, the flawed input principle, like no other, okay? They abide by this rule. And the way I know that is, 1, I just do it for myself. 2, I've spoken to many creators and always ask them, how do you come up with winning ideas all the time? And it's really this principle that they stick to. So the top creators are consistently seeking out high quality information that kickstarts their idea generating system that subconsciously happens within their head. Okay. They've all trained their brain to think in winning ideas. All right. I'm able to pull up 30 plus winning ideas on the spot, because I can think in winning ideas. My brain is now wired to think in winning ideas. And it's because of this principle. All right, so the flawed input principle states that if the data or information or resources you consume are flawed, aka shitty ideas, then the ideas you output will be terrible. You cannot come up with winning ideas if you're consuming bad ideas, okay? All the top creators consume high quality ideas to come up with higher quality content that wins. All right. So they remove things like Netflix, doom scrolling, talking to low energy people, dopamine draining activities. All right. They're not arguing with people on Twitter about politics. They're installing books into their brain. They're installing long form and podcasts, courses, high level thinkers around them that all gets them to think in winning ideas. Okay. Going back to the market, when they install these ideas or install higher quality information, they begin to find out what the market actually sees as valuable, and they begin to alleviate more pains and solve more problems, which provides more value to the market once again. And that's how they are converting off of just having a great winning idea system. So another step that I like to think about is the building block principle. And this is going to be insane. I'm about to show you one of the most insane things, because the building block principle equals the optimal input principle. Once again, if you have high quality information hitting your brain, you're going to have high quality information going out, which is winning ideas. And all that really is just building upon winning ideas. So one, what you need to do is research. And then two, you need to consume. And then three, you need to build on top. Okay, so research, consume, build on top. So you're building on top of winning ideas. And I'm going to show you something pretty crazy here. So if I go over to somebody like Alex Becker and I go over to his popular videos, we can see that this isn't fun, but it makes me $2,000 an hour. So I'm going to type that exact title in here. This isn't fun, but it makes me. All right, now we're going over to Charlie Morgan. 6 months ago, this isn't fun, but makes me $20,000 in a day. LOL. Okay, I'm pretty sure Iman Ghazi also took this. And what it really is these guys, look, this isn't fun, but makes me $2,000 an hour. What these guys really understand is that they build upon winning ideas and they turn it into their own. So that's the last step. They build upon it. Fourth, make it a little bit more unique. So once again, they're researching winning ideas. They're consuming it. They're then building upon it and making it more and more unique. And that's how you have optimal inputs, okay? Which will lead to winning ideas at the end. So that's their entire ideation system. I know that because I've always asked these people, and I just showed you absolute proof that they're taking other people's winning ideas and building on top of them. Next is the content pillars that generates authority, trust, leadership, and leads to 100+ leads a month. All right. So the whole game of YouTube is maximizing the value per view. All right. So the first way to do that is having evergreen content. Unlike any platform, YouTube is evergreen. One video can last up to 10+ years. Think of it as an infinite amount of fuel for your business. And that fuel is just getting leads, right? It's the infinite fuel. It's an infinite glitch. It's really actually an infinite money glitch because, right, most systems here, right, if we're thinking about Instagram, right, and this is supposed to be a engine here, right? If you're thinking about Instagram as a engine, right, and you put fuel into that engine to make it work, which is content, and the whole goal is to get leads, right? One video is finite on Instagram. All right, so you have to keep on adding fuel to the engine to keep it running. But with YouTube, it's evergreen, right? One video can last up to 10+ years. The average lifetime value of a video on Instagram is probably only like 2 weeks. Okay. After that, the video dies out and you have to keep on adding fuel. You can actually create one video on YouTube that keeps the engine running and gets you leads. All right. And that's why these top creators are also on YouTube, because they understand that. One video could get 100+ views a day, which can equal 500 book calls in a lifetime. Okay. Creating evergreen content keeps the engine going. And the way creators are doing it is by creating these full course videos or entire breakdowns or full guides on X, Y, and Z. Okay, so you can see here that 1 year ago, this is popping up on my feed. 7 months ago, full guide is popping up on my feed. 8 months ago, full growth operating course popping up on my feed. 4 years ago, this is popping up on my feed. 7 months ago, this is popping up on my feed. All right, you get the point. But the best way to do that is doing that like full course video. An hour-long video that brings people through that entire process of filling all their pains, right? That video becomes evergreen. It lasts forever. You bring them through problem aware all the way to most aware through that entire video. And this is what the full courses do that gets somebody to sell. So these videos become insanely valuable. They do take a little bit longer to make, but it's crazy how long it can last you. The second piece of content that's going on here is mindset shifts. Okay, the other pillar. The interesting thing about mindset shifts is that it's how you break free from the noise of the other creators and develop a serious community which scales your YouTube once again asymmetrically. If you can change somebody's beliefs, more of a connection is established, right? Just think back to somebody who's said something to you that completely changed your perspective on life or some sort of problem that you were having, right? It was a mindset thing, right? And I bet you're forever grateful and you will always remember that person. Some sort of connection was probably established a little bit more. That type of value-based content performs extremely well. And that's why we see people like Ben Bader do really well on YouTube. That's why Alex Becker absolutely kills it on YouTube. That's why Charlie Morgan is doing insanely well, because most of their content is based around mindset shifts. When you give people mindset shifts, more communities develop. And so the more community that's developed, the more views, the more people going into your funnel, the more sales you get. And it's because the mindset shift builds that community and establishes your brand. Okay, more of a connection between each single viewer is established. Mindset videos, I used to not really care about them, but they're so powerful for your content pillar. And this is what the top creators understand as well. So the third thing here is raw content. The more raw the style of content leads to more of that community also being developed. And that typically comes out through like the mindset shift content, just sitting and talking to the camera, but that can also come through more of like this mirror board style that people are doing. And then the point of views as well, the POVs, is letting people into your life. All right. It establishes that dream scenario that people want. And having videos like that create that desire in the viewer. They become more interested in you and they want to figure out how to solve their pains when they see videos titled like this: my $10,000 a month Chicago penthouse tour, or this mindset made me a millionaire at 24. These are great videos to have. It's more of this POV style day in the life. And the fifth pillar that they have here is case studies. Okay, so case studies / interviewing content is the lifeblood of your business. Posting these on YouTube will allow an insane amount of trust to be developed. Okay, so you'll see on every top creators' accounts that they're interviewing their students. Okay, how somebody got to $30,000 a month. David Forgatti always interviews people within his inner circle. Cardinal Mason, how this person in his program got to $13,000 a month. Okay, make sure you put those on your YouTube because it develops that trust, which is the thing that gets people from this most aware, right? They need a little bit of that extra step into purchasing your product. They probably need that trust. And those types of videos do that to get that person over the hump. So case studies is really important. And all this really is, all this stuff, all these pillars is building your brand. So evergreen content, mindset shifts, raw content, POV, case studies, this builds the brand. So Alex Hormozi has a really great analogy where your brand isn't just a single flower, right? It's a vase. Think of your brand as a vase. And to make up that vase, you need multiple flowers, okay? So one piece of content adds to that vase, or is a flower that adds to the vase. And you need all of these to establish a beautiful vase, which is a well-built brand, okay? And once again, that all is about understanding your market, understanding what information to put in front of them that alleviates their pains, solves more of their problems. And you do that by understanding your ICP, okay? And that is how you really begin to develop these content pillars around the things that you need to talk about. All right, so the third thing here is the packaging strategy that increases YouTube click-through rate, which leads to 10,000 plus views per video. Okay, once again, you don't need a lot of views per video, but if you can get more views, the better. All right, so first is title packaging, okay? Learning to take winning ideas and learning to package them up correctly is a winning recipe to capture attention on social media, okay? And it's all about creating curiosity gaps. The goal here is to create a title that creates a curiosity and demonstrates a gap that the viewer then has to click into to fulfill their curiosity, right? So the viewer here has curiosity. They're on the homepage. They see how your thumbnail and title is packaged, right? How to do X, Y, Z. The curiosity is established. There's a gap with the way you position your title in your thumbnail, and they must click to fulfill it. Okay, so the top YouTubers are masters at packaging, right? So the winning title formula here is tangibility, promise of transformation, having a pain point in the title, challenging a perspective, being a contrarian, and time/urgency. Okay, so if we look at somebody like Iman Ghazi, right, number one here, or let me read it out first. This is the blueprint to $10,000 a month as a beginner, 2024. All right, so we have tangibility, blueprint. Okay, we also have 10,000. That's tangible. Pain point. Okay, this whole entire line is hitting on their pain point. We're talking about being a beginner. Promise of transformation. Okay, they're, as a beginner, how to get to $10,000 a month. It's going to give you the entire blueprint. And then time and urgency, right? He has 2024. So this packaging system is what all the top creators are doing, all right? And from there, we're getting into the thumbnail packaging, which is the same thing. You want to create those curiosity gaps, okay? So what really is that curiosity gap is what the viewer currently knows and what they want to know, all right? And you can do that through a thumbnail. And really why these curiosity gaps work through a thumbnail is because our brains are wired to get closure, right? That's why we click to fulfill that curiosity, because we want closure. That's just a natural thing of a human, all right? So the thumbnails that most of these people are using is results-based thumbnails, right? What somebody currently knows, results-based thumbnails, all right? So somebody like Eddie Cumberbatch here is showing these results within the thumbnail, all right? You could see these results in the background. Here's a graph with a result. Here's a result. Okay. The other form of a curiosity gap is a transformation thumbnail that most people use. All right. Going from 0 to 10,000, going from 0 to 10,000, going from 0 to 1 million, going from 7 to 500,000. All right. So use that strategy. Use result-based thumbnails. Use transformation-based thumbnails. All right. So now we're going to be moving on to the simple funnel that generates millions of dollars for these top 25 creators. Okay. So listen up, Gym Bros, Gym Bro crypto course people. If you implement this funnel, it's going to print cash for you. All right. And the first thing that you need to know is that you want one funnel with one offer. Stop having multiple links within your bio, guys. You should know by now that shiny object syndrome is what's causing you to fail in your business, okay? The same exact thing goes for social media, right? If you're focusing on Instagram, you're focused on Twitter, you're focused on YouTube, you're focused on all these other platforms, that's pulling all of your time and energy in different directions. And all you need is one content platform, one freaking link into your bio, one funnel, and one freaking offer to sell these people, and you will win. I promise you that. And the top creators know this. So somebody like Luke Belmar, one link. Eddie Cumberbatch, one link. Or it's going to his Instagram, but he usually only has one link. Luke Alexander, one link. Cardinal Mason, one link in the description. So stop sending people to multiple different places. So if you want to make 100K a month, it's just viewers to content, to one link, to an anti-funnel that I'm about to show you, or app funnel, to one video, to one offer. This right here will make you $0 on YouTube. Okay, so you have your viewers, you have a piece of content, you have multiple links, you have multiple offers that go into different upsells, downsells, and you're just getting all over the place. These people don't know what to buy, and you end up with $0 because you confused your buyer. All right. The people know all you need to do is focus on one thing. Stop trying to do multiple things. Okay. So looking at somebody like Charlie Morgan, he has content types that we just went over. He has one link in his bio. He has one landing page with a video sales letter on it. Okay. And then one link or one button to book a call. That's all his funnel is. Application funnel, almost the exact same thing, a little bit more complicated because this one you want to use it to qualify people. Application qualifies people, and if you're getting way too many unqualified people hopping on the call. So if we look at somebody like Cardinal Mason, it's content types, right? He's posting different types of pillars of content that we explained earlier. One link, one landing page with one video, but they're collecting your email and they're going through an application funnel that qualifies you after they collect your email, and then they book a call. All right, I didn't go to his book call page because I didn't really care about it, but that's all it is. These two funnels here is the only thing you need on YouTube because of all of this that we just explained and this. Okay, so you don't need to complicate the process. Going with Instagram, this is what you need here. Okay, let's call this Instagram, this funnel. You need content at the top here. Okay, from content, since it's so fast paced, for all the reason I explained why YouTube longer form content is way better because it develops more authority and trust and stuff. That's why you need things like lead magnets in place, because you need to capture emails to nurture these people more, because they need to view more of your content and they need to intentionally watch it, which then gets them to go on a landing page and then convert. Okay. That's a complicated process, right? There's many other steps that, this makes it seem simple here, but there's many other steps in content systems and all like different landing pages that you need developed in order to get that conversion. But because YouTube is so powerful, the funnel can be so simple because the YouTube video handles what the lead magnet is and what pretty much the landing page is, because that depth of knowledge, that depth of value is there. All right, so that's why the funnel becomes super easy, okay? And then the last thing here is the sales breakdown, okay? Because also within your funnels, you're gonna get a ton of leaks, right? If we look at this, we have traffic coming in, can have a lead magnet. This is explained through Instagram, but can have a lead magnet, you can have email, you can have a survey, someone books a call, they're on that call, you sell them, they're onboarded in the program. But there's also leaks. People fall out of all these different steps that I need to go through. Even if we go through this simple funnel here, okay, if we go back to the most simplest funnel, which is Charlie Morgan's, which is just a landing page and a link to book call, there's leaks that happen within that, okay? There's a leak here between the book call and the sale, okay? Somebody might not show up or they might not be ready to purchase, right? They might need another call. And appointment setters and closers can solve that for you. So with that, you need accountability systems with these appointment setters and closers. You need scorecards. You need show up rates. You need to track the close rates. You need end of day forms. How is their mood? How many book calls are they getting? And then the tech stack you need is a CRM. I like to use Close.io, Zapier, Calendly, and Scorecard. So guys, if you want more information on this stuff, I know I went over it pretty briefly, check the link in the description and I talk more about this and we install this within your business. Okay, so up to you if you want that. I will probably have more videos on it. But with that, guys, that is the entire top 25 info creator organic YouTube acquisition system analysis. And I gave you the 6 steps that you needed. Actually, I don't know why it says 6 steps. I think I only gave you 4 steps here. Okay, I only gave you 4 steps, but that's all you need in order to implement this into your business. As a quick recap, so the secret is that YouTube converts the most for people. Content funnel, you want different pillars: evergreen, mindset shift, raw content, POV, and case studies. And you want to have the right packaging system, which is creating curiosity gaps and using results-based thumbnails, transformation-based thumbnails to confirm the click, and then having the simplest funnel in place in all order to have a sales system that also fixes the leaks. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you can be a gym bro selling a crypto course and somehow make millions of dollars. With that, see you in the next video.